Let me ask you something. Have you ever felt like no matter how hard you try, you just can't seem to find real happiness? Maybe you're constantly worrying about what people think of you, or you feel like you're living your life based on someone else's expectations. If that sounds familiar, then this video is for you. Today, we're going to dive into the powerful ideas from the book The Courage to be Disliked, written by Japanese philosopher Ichiro Kishimi and psychologist Fumitake Koga. This book offers a completely new way of looking at life, happiness, and relationships. And honestly, it might just change the way you see yourself in the world. The authors argue that the biggest reason we suffer in life is simple. We care too much about what others think. Think about it. How much of your life is spent worrying about whether people like you, whether your choices will be approved by your parents, your friends, your boss, or even strangers online? According to Kishimi and Koga, this obsession with approval is the root of unhappiness. They say freedom is being disliked. It's not that you lack confidence, it's that you lack the courage to be disliked. To truly live a free and happy life, you have to stop basing your self-worth on other people's opinions. One of the most fascinating ideas in the book comes from the work of Alfred Adler, a psychologist who believed that our lives are shaped by the goals we set, whether we're aware of those goals or not. Adler suggests that even our emotions are not random. They are tools we use to achieve the things we really want, deep down. Let me give you an example. Imagine you have a job interview, but you're so anxious that you can't even show up. It might seem like your anxiety is the problem, but Adler would say your real goal is to avoid the possibility of failure. So your mind creates the emotion of fear to help you avoid that risk. It's a game we play with ourselves, often without even realizing it. Now, you might be thinking, what about my past? What about trauma or the mistakes I've made? Kishimi and Koga acknowledge that our past can shape us, but they challenge the idea that it has to define us. They write that no experience in itself causes our success or failure. It's the meaning we give those experiences that shapes our lives. In other words, your past does not control you, you do. You get to choose how you interpret your past and what you do with it. You are not trapped by your childhood, your failures, or your pain, unless you decide to be. One of the biggest traps in life is the endless chase for approval. When you make other people's approval the goal of your life, you're signing up for unhappiness. Why? Because it's a goal you can never fully control. No matter what you do, there will always be someone who disapproves, someone who misunderstands you, or someone who just doesn't like you. And when that approval doesn't come, many people give up. They start believing that something is fundamentally wrong with them. They stop trying. They become stuck in self-hatred and fear, still controlled by the same desire for approval they're trying to escape. This mindset leads to competition, resentment, and loneliness. It turns life into a zero-sum game, where someone else's success feels like your failure. So how do we break free from this cycle? Kishimi and Koga suggest that instead of chasing approval, we should focus on contribution, on being of use to others in a way that feels meaningful to us. True happiness, they say, comes not from being praised, but from knowing in your heart that you are contributing something valuable to the world, however small that may be. And here's the beautiful part. When you focus on contribution instead of recognition, you no longer need approval. You're not living for applause. You're living for yourself. Even helping others becomes something you do not out of obligation, but because it makes you genuinely happy. The authors go even deeper. They say that simply existing has value. You don't have to accomplish something extraordinary to be worthy of love and respect, not from others, and most importantly, not from yourself. We are often so harsh on ourselves, measuring our worth by how successful, how popular, or how perfect we appear. But happiness begins when you can accept yourself as you are, imperfections and all. And when you stop competing with others, you'll find you can genuinely celebrate their successes too, because their success doesn't take anything away from your own worth. Finally, Kishimi and Koga remind us of the importance of living in the present moment. So many of us are chasing future achievements, believing that one day, when we're successful enough, rich enough, or loved enough, we'll finally be happy. But happiness isn't something you earn in the future. It's something you choose right now, in the way you see yourself, in the way you treat others, in the way you appreciate the small moments of life. So here's the heart of it. Not everyone will like you, and that's okay. To live a happy, meaningful life, you have to find the courage to be disliked, to stop chasing approval, to define for yourself what makes your life worth living. Help others if it brings you joy. Celebrate your existence, flaws and all, and above all, live for yourself, not for others. Thank you so much for watching. If this message resonated with you, leave a comment below and let me know your thoughts. And as always, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more content like this.